Whoa! I haven't made this go public yet, so I was just going to test out the settings and then turn it back on. So I'll just go do that real quick. It's not letting me put just to public though. Maybe it did it that time. There we go. Now it's public. Now I have to go repost it to Reddit. I already deleted the other one. Sorry, Reddit. There we go. Let's get this show on the road. So, feature number 1 that I was looking forward to the most is destroying that plant. Doesn't work. I'm very disappointed. At least I have something to post tomorrow. I'll try nuking him again. That nuke is cool looking though. Way better than what it was. Oh my goodness. That's insane. We gotta go do some slug hunting too eventually, because I was reading in the notes that they updated the models for a lot of things. They said VFX. I don't know if they updated the model or just like made them glow or something. I don't know. But yeah, we gotta go look at that. So if you want to see anything specific, let me know. I feel like I'm moving faster through the hypertube too. I don't know if that's just me. Ah! I don't see any difference with those. Wait for a slug. Yeah, a little bit. They're more shimmery or something. All right. I want to see. Oh, yep. So they've added priority merger in the MAM. That looks like the only thing that's added to the MAM because everything else is complete. Let's see. I'll unlock that. We'll get a thingy. I'm just gonna investigate these new features. So let's see what Ada has to say. I'm not getting any voice from Ada. Sure, I don't have her turned off. Definitely have music volume all the way down, and yet I'm still hearing music, but no dialogue. Assuming that's a bug. Check. Awesome. No new music. That would be nice. But... buy all the things. Basic shelf unit. Nothing new here. New there. Ooh. I'm a little surprised the elevator is under architecture and not a tier in the hub. That seems like a pretty massive thing to have listed under here. There you go. You're gonna need 30 coupons. I can't believe I can't hear Ada. All I get is music. The one thing I have turned all the way down, and that's the only thing I'm hearing. That and sound effects. Oh, and I see the fake objective is still here. That's nice. I haven't seen it for a while. My drone's pathing. Do they look like they're pathing better? They're supposed to be pathing better. I don't know if they are. I'm going to check this out and then just kind of see what's in any of these, if there's anything new, and what levels they are. So all that's standard. Nothing new there. So it's probably the hypertube. We're going to see new stuff. Well, that's pretty standard. Yep. Branches and junctions. So those just unlock with the rest of the hypertube stuff. That's kind of cool. I don't think there was anything else I expect to see in here. Buffer stop. Is it the same? Yep. That's pretty much the same. I am definitely going to go add a branch to one of these things. And then maybe build an elevator. So in the announcement for the features, they were saying that the junction and the branch for the hypertubes, you'd use the E key to select, even though the trains are the A/D, and that bothered me. So I want to see if that's really the truth, because that seems annoying to have two different ways to do something. How do I turn it the other way? There we go. So how do I know which way I'm going? Oh, cool. There's an indicator. At least there's an indicator. Definitely going to have better signs, because these signs will just not cut it. So I can't place the junction inline. You gotta place the junction and then build to it. Try it. We're gonna vertical nudge. Oh, so nice. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so nice. Alright, I take back all the mean things I said about the plant destroying shenanigans. Well, not all the things. Oh, I should do it this way. This is probably going to be challenging to get right. Oh, I did it. Well, at least have one angry Reddit post for tomorrow. Stupid pod plant. Nope. Nope. Yeah, see, this is exactly why I wanted the junction. This stupid thing right here. I never actually want to be here. Like, there's no reason to be here. And now I don't ever have to be. And now I have to go to the other end of it. So I'm not going to be able to get back in it. I'm just going to put a junction on it. Or a branch. Put a branch. Woo! So there was a Total Eclipse video where he was going over the teaser trailer and thought this was the branch was a booster, and I think I would like the booster. I'm also at a weird angle in here. Why am I at a weird angle? And why can't I go into photo mode while I'm in here? I would just love to travel around with the filters on and just kind of record stuff. I pressed the E key, it didn't do anything. Yeah, I think it's probably best to give a little bit of lead time before going into those branches. That way you can actually have some time to react and make a selection. And also probably need to put signs for which way is which well before you get to it so that you can make those selections. But at least with the branch, I can see like those being just exit spots and maybe have another separate entrance to go back in. Like that could be. You could do two branches into two branches into a junction, and have the one junction go out. I guess that would work to have both ways going, or you could just bypass a section. I don't have to. I probably have to build that to make sense of it. All right. What next? I don't know why I just tapped out of the game. I think I'm going to try to put an elevator in here somewhere. So that's one square. Just gotta find a free spot for it. Maybe here. Yeah. Oh, we can go all the way up. Clean up those cables later. But what am I clipping? Oh, that belt. Yeah, I'll have to move that belt. Oh, and we're right in front of that. That's not good. Let's try this one. Yeah, looks like it'll work. At least I have the benefit of foresight now. And when I want to build an elevator, I'll know up front that I want to build an elevator. Guess all this has to go too. Didn't take that out. power it. Well, that's everything I disrupted. Oh, they don't have to face the same direction. That's cool. I don't think all of the floors have to have power, from what I was seeing. DC. There we go. Now, can I extend him? Looks like it. See if we can attach some kind of ramp to this. A little bit lame. Do, 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 do. Oh, that is pretty fast. Ooh, okay. I like the elevator. I'm convinced. I'll have to play with it some more. See what all you can do with these floor settings. I'm gonna assume it's probably about like everything else. Yeah. Oh, we got musical choices. I think. I'm not hearing any difference with this. I don't think that it's maybe I have to leave and come back. Sounds like the same thing. I don't know. Oh, nope. It did not change. Maybe I have to enter. How do I actually make it stick? Yeah, it doesn't want to change. Maybe that's just what it's playing. I have no idea. Oh well. Maybe this has as much to do with my weird musical issue as anything else. I'm going to try logging out and back in and see if it will change anything. Just go to the main menu. Because at least that'll reset the audio, I think, which seems to be broken for me right now. So what have I got? I've got music set to 0, but I'm hearing music the whole time. I don't want it muted, so let's put it on something, because I actually want to hear the elevator music now. Get back in. Oh no, that's not where I wanted to go. Yeah, that's also my favorite tip in the game. Okay. No, still no. And I wasn't hearing Ada. And I don't know how to make Ada talk now, because I've already done all the things, so. Bleh. So we got elevator. Let's see if I can do anything with the merger. I honestly don't have any idea what to do with the priority merger. I'm wondering if some of these the drone setups that I have would benefit from a merger. That way I could prioritize like incoming items or something. I don't know. None of these seem to have it right now, so I guess that's going to be a good option. All I got are splitters. And we'll go over to the fuel factory and see what that has. So one thing that I thought of for this, the one use case that I have, is the recycling of containers. And I'm not doing a merger into the container, so let's switch this up and try to use the merger. Priority merger. Alright. And so my idea was, if I'm recycling containers, I want to keep reusing the recycled containers, right? I don't want to use the new containers unless... Let me pull those out. I don't want to use the new containers that I'm making, because I'm like... I have no idea what this is doing. Oh, I hooked it up to the wrong place. Alright, so we'll fill in new ones. Oh, I've got this the other way around because it's flipped. Oh, nope, I had it right the first time. There we go. So the recycled ones will get taken first, so if there's a backup in the recycled ones, I won't take any more, but if there's a gap, it's going to start pulling them from here. So if I had if instead of like having the drone delivering these, I had a factory actually making them, then the factory would just shut down as long as the recycling was keeping up with it. Right, and then as long as this is full and this is backed up, nothing will be happening, but it'll keep taking them from here. So eventually I think that'll happen with this, but for now it's too loose. But hey, you know, more efficiency. More. I like it. Let's see about... I was curious. I didn't say anything about this, but I imagine this works the same way. Yeah, priority merger will fit onto here, just like splitters, mergers, smart splitters. Yeah, all these fit on. And they do turn. Woohoo. Okay, that's good. I was a little worried they would just be fixed based on the orientations of the lift, but no. Yay, that's good. Still not going to be able to ride this, am I? What? letting me even land on it. There we go. Nope. Fell right through. Ugh. They've made it worse. Can't even stand on it now. Oh, my head is ginormous. This is probably going to kill me, so... Oh, it threw me out of photo mode. Oh, that was fun. Yeah, one day. One day I'll get to live out my Green Goblin dream. It'll be great. But today is not that day. So I think the new build modes. Let's see what we got with new build modes. Let's see where to go, where to go. So this I was working on but never really finished, so. A decent amount of silica for a small little factory. But it puts me out in the desert so I can play with some stuff. Alright, so we got straight, curve. Ooh. That's nice. And the default. That will be pretty cool, I think, if you've got... So lay out a foundation real quick. So if you want to join together a couple of different belts or, you know, I got a right angle. A nice curve. Oh, that's so sweet. Ah. Yeah. That's gonna make things look so nice. It's just great quality of life here. And then probably the same thing for pipes. Let's see what I can do with pipes. The slug racing track is in a different game. Same place. That's where that's at. But let's see. Curve. Straight. That's not what I wanted. Oh. This will make my life a lot better. Are you saying I should make a slug racing track? You'd have to balance the inside and outside curves, but then everything will just wind up in the same place. I don't know if we can do it. Clear all this up. And the last one, this is the one that's the most pain in the ass anyway, so is trains. Trains. The only way I think you could do the slug races and actually have a reasonable slug races. You build a big box with a bunch of mergers and splitters in it. And then you have, you know, you don't know which one's going to come through, but it's more, that's really Plinko. which might be equally fun. Yeah, I think if you have enough mergers and splitters and things in a box, no one's gonna really be able to know which one's gonna come out next. So I think you could place bets on it. You know, wager your coupons. I don't know how much real value there is to that. I don't like this. The priority merger icon looks different, but it also makes me realize that the smart splitter and programmable splitter also look different. Like, it looks smaller. And the coloration looks different. Sorry, I'm getting distracted, but let me put these side by side. Like, I don't think in game these look that much different, right? They look about the same, but those icons do not. Oh, I'm absolutely sure default is going to be the fastest bend style. I mean, that's just, there's some math there. But the speed of an item on a belt is definitely going to be fixed. And the curve is going to be longer than a straight piece. And a straight right angle piece is going to be longer than the curve. So the fastest one is going to have the most straight section in it. But we could prove it. I could totally prove it. We could do the experiment. But I want to see railways. I'm not seeing what I was hoping to see. So you can do the curves, that's good. I was hoping for build mode. So this is better, for sure. You can always hold control and get a perfectly straight piece. But will I be able to get a spline between the two of them still? Oh, that was not what I wanted. That'll take some getting used to, I think. Still, in a good way. Alright, so it definitely still does that. So that's good. That's all I really wanted. Alright. Challenging my math skills here. I can't abide by that. The hard part's going to get 3 things to start at the same time. That's the real hard part. So I can get 2 things to start at the same time, so maybe we'll just start from there. They will have a slight delay in them, but I think we can pull enough of a gap between those to... I don't have any slugs on me. I have 1 slugs on me. I didn't have any slugs. Maybe there's some around here. So we'll do a curve. Actually, let's do this right. I want to put it in the middle. I can actually see which way it goes. Alright. So start with a straight piece. And we'll go to a default. Notice how far over. This is definitely not going to be long enough to really tell the difference, but I get 2 items and you watch real close. One on the right definitely is going to end first every time. And then the curved piece is just going to be somewhere between the two. It's probably going to be easier. Let me convert these. Oh, no, I don't want to be blowing stuff up. If I convert these to like Mark 1, you'll see it a lot easier. Are you satisfied now? Do you trust in my math skills? Ah, the ever elusive trust. See, I think there's definitely going to be there's definitely enough things in here that are going to change the way that I play. I like so far everything I've seen. The only thing I haven't really touched on are the connecting blueprints. I don't have a ton of blueprints in this world, so I don't know if I have much of anything that'll be useful for splitters. Maybe I'll do my wide equalizer. So here's what I don't know. Right, if I put this down, I'm in regular build mode. Definitely not able to connect here. So I think I have to have actual belts. So let's see if I bring belts off, will that let me connect? The blueprint. I'll turn it around at least. And then I'm also wondering, do I need, like that's not connected, right? So do I need a blueprint that was built in 1.1? Because those were built in 1.0, so maybe they don't have the junction points. So let's play with that. I'm gonna do it on the small one because so we'll mimic something, you know, whatever they had in the announcement. We'll do. I'll do. A nice curve. See, I don't know if they need to be like at the edge. We'll try it like this. And if it doesn't work, we'll move it to the edge. And we'll try it again. We'll try it. And we'll try it until it works. For science. Alright. Oh, I see it's got the, at least it's got the connectors on it. If I place this down. And I can place it down, but I don't know if that's actually going to connect it. See if there's any. Oh, the build mode auto connect. Oh, oh. Yes. Whee! Here you go. This is how you rapidly make the slug races. And then build the interior tracks. What's that about? And now I can't... They must be here. Honestly, they must be here and just not rendering. Because this I can build. But this I can't. It's not letting me snap. So there's... Let me try something. I'll just put a merger in here. Got that song in my head. Thank you. Jonathan Colton is a musical genius, in case you don't know. Okay, those didn't connect. That doesn't surprise me. And we want the auto connect. So we got that. I see it did the same thing there. Got the auto connect. Got another auto connect. And it didn't even build. Alright. Try it again. Sometimes I get weird glitches on the dedicated server with belts and things where they say they're going to build and then they don't. Bugs. It's to be expected. This didn't actually connect though. The slug would have went if this had connected, right? So that one didn't work either. So we're gonna dismantle all of this junk. And we'll try it again. Just in case I screwed it up. Because, you know, it's entirely plausible. So we built this piece, but we didn't build the connection. Same thing seems to have happened. Oh, it picked up on one of them. Oh, and now it's not doing anything at all. Okay, so yeah, definitely some UI issues with this. So we'll have to wait for an update on that one. And at least I have this video, I can report it. So just in case I forget, I am playing on a dedicated server instance, not a local game. I have had mostly problems with pipes on this server that will just, sometimes it'll decide just not to build pipes. Just for reasons, I guess. And that may be the similar bug happening here. I've even had it crash the server trying to build pipes. I don't even know why that would crash the server. So there's probably some kind of math. Divide by 0. Well, I think I've looked at everything that I plan to look at. Is there anything else that... Yeah, see? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Let's go look at the Patch notes. Stare at my hub while I tab out and look at the patch notes. Okay, controller support. I don't think that's really going to give me much of a... Not worth streaming that. Crash site dismantling. We'll go dismantle a crash site. That'll be fun. Let's see. Buffer stops. I think those are pretty self-explanatory. The block signals, those are good. Yeah, the railway rework is nice. I think build modes. I want to see build modes. That's my... I said that in my pre 1.1 video, and I stand by it. Build modes. Conveyor wall hole. I think that, you know, you can place that anywhere. I can put one in if we want to see it. We saw the splitter and merger going to the lifts. I didn't really play with it because I don't want to get too deep into that. Priority merger. Actually improved something with the priority merger. Gave me... Oh, throughput monitor. Yes. Okay. Let's look at the throughput monitor. So it takes a minute for it to get... Yes, trains run off the rails, I think, without stops. So maybe if I can get Zach to log into the server, I can run a train into him. So now I can finally figure out how much crap I'm wasting over here. Assuming these will be under logistics. They are on their own thing. They don't need power. Whoa. So that's good, but they do take a minute to get going. I'm assuming the calibration is telling me that number is just the nominal what the belt will support. Oh, cool. This they didn't show. That's nice. So you can see how many items actually are going through it. So I'll come back to this in a minute. Remind me to come back to that. I'm going to throw a train off a cliff. You know, as one does. And I don't know if Zach's still in the channel. Zach, are you still here? I don't think he's still here. Oh, the bean is tiny. Hello, tiny bean. Oh, you're lurking. So, I'm thinking about starting this, starting my new game on this server. So, a new session on this server with 1.1. Since you were playing on here with me, I think I'll make sure you're okay with that. You haven't been on in a while. I figure you're probably okay with that. But you're welcome to join and play in 1.1 too. The only part of that that's bad is that it'll give away your secret identity. This is Ada's critique of my live stream. It's my first time, Ada. Go easy on me. I don't know what your YouTube name is. Is it the same as your Steam name? Hopefully I can get this thing up to 88 miles an hour. Oh. Did you see the nuke earlier? We're gonna nuke some stuff. That's much more impressive. That's worth making nukes just for that. Don't think you have the amount of power needed. How many gigawatts do I have? I don't even know. Oh, I did pretty good. Okay. I need Mr. Fusion. Where we're going, we don't need power. Whee! I mean, this is very, very cool. And I didn't die, so these are really safe trains. I want to point that out. I don't know, how can I re-rail the train from down here? This is going to be magic. Watch. Re-rail the train. Oh no, I don't know what happened to it. I don't know where it went. It must have went back up there, but I don't see it. Oh, there's a wild slug. Let's see what the wild slug is. I wanted to see that. Ooh, a piece of candy. Oh, he's got multicolored sparkles. And better sound effects. I don't know if you can hear the stereo with this, but this is very cool. Okay, yeah, definitely subtle, but much better. I like the look of it. Come here, Sluggy. I will put you into the races. Okay, so it will put it right back on the track when you re-rail it, just like it did before, but that means I probably can't crash these into people either. Although you could surprise the hell out of somebody with one, just dropping a train on somebody. I think that's worth, worth exploring. Let's see what I can do. Turn it around. I don't think I'll be able to get it up too fast, going straight up the hill, so. What do you mean no power? I was able to move it before. Maybe it's because I was on an incline. Ah. Alright, well, I'll try it later with a nicer setup. So there's a future video seeing how far I can launch a train. Whee! Alright, now I check out my... Oh, hello. Ooh, thank you. I named my lizard doggos after programming languages here, so. Alright. We had 0. Oh. Actually, that's pretty quick. So yeah, I think it is doing a trailing average, but that jumped up really fast, so I don't know how long the trailing average is, but see how long it takes it to drop back off to 0. This is something where I'm going to have to figure out the math of what this is really doing. Because it's got to be an average of some kind. But as it drops off, yeah, that's gonna drip back down and go to 0. But Doesn't seem to be doing it while I'm looking at it. Some kind of quantum throughput monitor. Inverse quantum. It doesn't change while I'm staring at it. No. See, I give it a little gap. It should pop down soon if it's behaving like the other 2 times it dipped down. I'm not responding to your last comment, Fed. Oh, it dipped down, but then I got more items, so okay, that's not a good test. Well, okay. Neato. What the hell is this? Belt to nowhere. I don't know what I did. Oh, I know what this was. This was aluminum casings. They don't come from there anymore. Alright, so let's back to the patch notes. Conveyor throughput monitor, we just did. We looked at that. Pipeline build modes, we looked at curved and straight. That was cool. Hypertube junctions, hypertube branch. Yeah, again, my complaint there is E for real. I mean, I like the graphic, actually. I think that's pretty cool. If they changed the trains to match the hypertubes, I would be fine with that too. But the having them be different is just a little weird. I don't like it at all. Oh, the architectural pieces. We didn't look at these. So new architectural pieces. There's also the roll-up gate, corner road barrier, shelves, vents, and fans. Well, let's check out those things and at least build a few things just to see what they look like. And I'm also interested in what's paintable and what's not. Because I bet the cables are not paintable. Alright. Ooh. The H-beam. That looks like it's paintable. Yes. Why do they call it an H-beam? I think this is called an I-beam. Most everywhere else in the world. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm being very American right now. Round concrete beam. That's cool. Oh, this is really cool because I like to do the fat concrete rounds for big pillars. And this will look good in conjunction with that, I think. Braided cable. Run it into that. Oh, that's cool. Now, are these paintable? Okay, it claims it's paintable, but it's not highlighting in any color, so it's paintable, but doesn't matter, apparently. Braided cable cluster. Oh man, bridges are going to be so amazing. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, so that's... Oh, the shelf beam. Oh, yeah, I saw this one. This is kind of interesting. Let's build that in default. It's got the, I don't know what you'd call that, but little connecting bits. It's just like, almost like this, except... Oh, and it's got rivets. Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot. Let's see what it looks like in Chrome. Oh, I can see a seam here. I don't know if you can see the seam in the texture. That's something to work on, but you know, maybe not. You know, I think seams actually do exist in the real world, and you can see them in real buildings. But I guess I'm giving the, you know, since it's a repeating texture, it really brings it out a lot more. So it'd be kind of cool to see, you know, like some random sets of textures along the sides of these. I've noticed it on the train tracks and some other things. when it's the big blocks like this, the repeating texture doesn't catch my eye that much. But when it's the small ones like this, it really stands out a lot. So, yeah. But yeah, concrete, no problem. But yeah, this repeating the same pattern over and over again just pulls me out a little from immersion. Corner road barrier. Well, this guy looks cool. He's got a zoop mode. Yes. What else? Just default and zoop. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Looks like just an encased concrete block. So I'm betting if these connect to road barriers. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice. Yay, nice. That's needed. That's definitely... I rarely ever use the road barriers because of that. The only option before that was this guy, right? And that's pretty chunky compared. So yeah, very cool. Could also maybe use this thing, but I don't know how well that's gonna... Yeah. It's not too bad. I think if you're doing them at various angles, that might be better. So if I want to bring that in like this, the round just kind of looks better. But still, those are nice. Woo! It's my biggest fan. Oh, okay. So what they showed in the teaser made this fan look like it was part of a larger block. They had it built into another structure, but it is not. It is standalone, and it seems like it can attach to a floor and walls. Whee! I'm not hearing any sound off of it. That's a little disappointing. That was one thing I wanted. Good sound design. I need some whir. I think I hear a little bit. Hello, Steve. I don't know if I can hear this. I think I'm hearing it. It could just be... I could be tricking myself. You want to go somewhere there's not as much stuff. Yeah, I don't hear anything. I want this fan on my computer. Yeah, I think it's 120 centimeter. For the big computer. And the vents. Oh, at least get the two colors. That's nice. Make it chrome. Well, that's just cool. Okay. I like these. I think I'm about done. I think there's not much left to talk about. Back to the patch notes. So, Fed, you're saying that's your biggest fan. Ooh. Conveyor poles and pipeline supports now have soft clearance. Okay, that I think they can overlap with other things. Nudging vertically, we've seen max distance nudging. That's amazing. We can run over some trees if anyone wants to run over the trees or chainsaw them. I do want to see the gas pillars and spores effect. Explosive rebar and Nobelisk effects new improved look. They don't mention the nuke, but I'm pretty sure that nuke was never that impressive. Alright, I'm gonna go find some gas pillars. That's really the last thing on the list I think I need to see. And then we get fully experienced 1.1 features. I don't know where any of these would be. I think maybe by the fuel. Just trying to think, where do I have teleporters running? Let's go to the fuel. I think that's where they'll be. I remember there being some around there, but I've spent a lot of time blowing up a lot of those things, so I may have to just see those in a new game. Oh, no, we win. So I definitely think this looks better. The only part of it I don't like is I'm going to die a lot more because it's harder to see. I think. I don't know, maybe not. As I get closer, it definitely looks... It looks more like fluid flowing from the building. That is really cool. I like that a lot. I don't really know if this matches the range that these things had. Like, I know I'm gonna get myself hurt if I go too close to it. I got a gas mask, so I'll be okay, but like, how close can I get now? And I don't know if that's the same or less, but it's definitely, I'm not within this gas cloud. It's no ordinary gas cloud. Yeah. Oh. So, looks cool, but I think it should at least match the area effect, or come a lot closer to the area effect of the damage zone, because that's an important indicator for actual gameplay. Alright, I don't think I have anything else to go over here. Anything I missed? Anything you guys want to see? Can we throw more trains? If I get Zach on here, I'll throw a train at him. Ah, shelves. I didn't look at the shelves. Yeah, having it roll out along the route. I have a feeling that'll be hard to do because it's probably just us, like a, you know, I bet they have more than one, but I bet it's just a static geometric effect. I don't think it's interacting with the rest of the geometry in the game, so I think getting it to do that would be really cool, but it's probably going to be a really expensive calculation, so I doubt everyone would be able to enable it. But it would look really cool. They could probably get it to some degree, have it rolling out a little more. Definitely think that could happen. Let's see, where would shelving be? Organization, I bet. Basic shelf unit. I definitely want to move some stuff down here. I've got all these things on a block somewhere down here. Yeah, a texture that's kind of co-centered with the intersection would work, and wouldn't be too computationally intensive. But when you blow them up and you get rid of them, I think that's when it'd be a little bit more of a challenge. But you could probably do it, an overlay texture. Okay, so I can't turn these. I wanted to be able to turn these. I can't turn them. And can I interact with them? No. So if you want to put something on them like in the announcement video, you're going to have to do the old school trick. And then carefully stand somewhere that we'll put these in a nice place. I was hoping for an orientation like I have these. So this is something that you could do before if you're willing to do a little clipping. Let's see. Oh, and I have vertical nudge, so this is going to be much easier to do. So I was doing things like this. And you can use anything you want, but I thought this looked pretty good. But you can set these here, and you can turn them. But you can't put them in the middle. So you would have to still be like putting a catwalk down or something. But the catwalks are also going to have to clip. Really? I can't get the catwalk on top? Thank you. That's not where I thought it should be. Yeah, let's get that there. And then you get that overlap, and you've got your shelf. And you can make this, yeah, you've got 2 boxes deep, so you want to do another level, you can do another level. And vertical zoom, or vertical nudge, and you're there. Right. I think I would probably still use this if I want to be very effective at where I'm putting these things, so there's my critique of the new shelving unit. It looks better. It's more compact. You can fit things on it, but yeah, I can only do 2 of these where I should be able to do 3. So, Okay, yeah. Now I know I'm officially out of things to look at. I'm gonna see if my sound potential fix. Oh yeah, if my sound fix worked. That's. Thought the hub was supposed to be the top one. Okay, there's another piece of feedback. Floor 1 is at the top of the list. Isn't that great? Well, and I have some more material for more videos complaining about new features. So I guess that's what I'll get to work on this week. Yeah. Hey, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for showing up. This is my best live stream ever. Yeah, I should probably put a floor here. Space OSHA doesn't like this. And I no longer need this weird awkward hole. Alright, I'm gonna sign off of this. Thank you guys. I appreciate you coming in and showing some support. See if anybody else actually made it. Probably not. Nah. See ya.